Lancia Fulvia Berlina, 818, 1963–72. The Lancia Fulvia, Tipo 818, is an automobile produced by Lancia between 1963 and 1976. Named after Via Fulvia, the Roman road leading from Tortona to Turin, it was introduced at the Geneva Motor Show in 1963 and manufactured in three variants: Berlina 4-door saloon, 2-door coupe, and Sport, an alternative fastback coupe designed and built by Zagato on the coupe floorpan. Fulvias are noted for their role in motorsport history, including a 1972 win of the International Rally Championship. 2. Road and Track describe the Fulvia as a precision motorcar, an engineering tour de force. 3. The Fulvia Berlina was designed by Antonio Fessa, to replace the Lancia Appia, with which it shared almost no components. The Appia was a rear-wheel drive car, however, while the Fulvia moved to front-wheel drive like the Flavia. The general engineering design of the Fulvia was identical to that of the Flavia, with the major exception of the engine, the Flavia having a 4-cylinder horizontally opposed engine in the Fulvia, a narrow-angle V configuration as featured on most production Lancias from the Lambda. The Fulvia used a longitudinal engine mounted in front of its transaxle. An independent suspension in front used wishbones and a single leaf spring, while a beam axle with a panhard rod and leaf springs was used in back. 4-wheel Dunlop disc brakes were fitted to first series Fulvias. With the introduction of the second series in 1970, the brakes were upgraded with larger Girling calipers all round and a brake servo. The handbrake design was also changed, using separate drums and brake shoes operating on the rear wheels. The Fulvia's narrow-angle Doc Lancia V4 engine was mounted well forward at a 45 degrees angle. A new design, by Zacconi Mina, its unusually narrow 12 degrees V allowed a single-cylinder head to cover all the cylinders, with one cam each for intake and exhaust valves. Displacement started out at just 1091 cc, with a 72 mm bore and 67 mm stroke. Fitted with a single carburetor, it produces 58 CV, 43 kilowatts, 57 horsepower. A higher, 9.0:1, compression ratio and twin Solex carburetors raised power to 71 CV, 52 kilowatts, 70 horsepower, soon after. The engine was bored to 76 mm for the 1216 cc HF model. With additional tuning, output was raised from 80 to 88 CV, 59 to 65 kilowatts, 79 to 87 horsepower. The engine was re-engineered with a slightly narrower bank angle, from 12 degrees 53 minutes 28 seconds down to 12 degrees 45 minutes 28 seconds, and longer, 69.7 mm, stroke for 1967. 3 displacements were produced: 1199 cc, 74 mm bore, 1231 cc, 75 mm bore, and 1298 cc, 77 mm bore. The new 1298 cc engine was produced in 2 versions. The Type 818.302 produced 87 bhp, 65 kilowatts, at 6,000 revolutions per minute and was fitted to first series coupes, Sports and Berlina GTE, and later to the second series Berlina. The Type 818.303 was first produced with 92 CV, 68 kilowatts, 91 horsepower, and was fitted to the first series Coupe Rally S and Sport S. For the second series Coupe and Sport, power was slightly reduced to 90 CV, 66 kilowatts, 89 horsepower, at 6,000 revolutions per minute. The 1199 cc engine was only fitted to the Berlina sold in Greece. The engine was completely reworked for the new 1.6 HF with an even narrower angle, now 11 degrees 20, and longer 75 mm stroke, combined with a bore of 82 mm, gave it a displacement of 1584 cc, and power ranged from 115 to 132 CV, 85 to 97 kilowatts, 113 to 130 horsepower, depending on tune.